On February 27, 2026, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal stood before a crowd of supporters, folded his hands, and smiled. A Rouse Avenue special court had just cleared him of all charges in a massive, multi-year corruption probe. The trial judge delivered a decisive ruling, stating, "The Central Bureau of Investigation completely failed to prove any overarching criminal conspiracy against Kejriwal and the 22 other accused individuals." For the Aam Aadmi Party, this was ultimate vindication. Supporters poured into the streets, celebrating what felt like the definitive end to a grinding legal nightmare that had threatened to destroy their leadership. But that courtroom victory was a mirage. Within 60 days, the party's foundation would fracture, triggering a rapid, structural collapse of their political power. The euphoria of winning in a trial court blinded the party's leadership to a much larger threat. They were about to be outmaneuvered in a multi-front war that would cost them their foothold in parliament. The crisis traces back to the Delhi excise policy of 2021. The government wanted to privatize liquor sales, moving control to private companies to dramatically boost tax revenue. Instead, the rollout triggered immediate allegations that the South Group cartel paid massive kickbacks to secure local monopolies. The policy was abruptly scrapped. Over the next 2 years, investigative agencies systematically targeted the party's top brass, eventually arresting Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia and holding him in custody. Which brings us back to April 2026. Barely weeks after the trial court cleared the party leadership, the CBI aggressively appealed the discharge order, moving the battlefield to the Delhi High Court. The party responded by attacking the neutrality of the presiding judge, Justice Swarana Kanta Sharma. They cited her family's roles as government lawyers and her attendance at an event linked to the ruling party's ideological wing. Then, they did something unheard of. Kejriwal and Sisodia completely boycotted the High Court proceedings, refusing to defend themselves and invoking Mahatma Gandhi's concept of passive resistance, or satyagraha. By challenging the court, the party paralyzed their legal defense. They did this at the exact moment a separate crisis detonated inside the national legislature. While their lawyers were locked in a stalemate over judicial bias, the party's political foundation in parliament collapsed on April 24th. 7 of their 10 members of parliament in the Rajya Sabha defected to the rival BJP, releasing public statements claiming they were fleeing a toxic work environment. This was a devastating internal betrayal. The defectors included core political strategists like Raghav Chadha, alongside massive public figures like former cricket star Harbhajan Singh. India has a strict anti-defection law designed to punish this behavior. Politicians who abandon their elected party are supposed to be stripped of their seats. So how did 7 MPs simply walk across the aisle? Paragraph 4 of the 10th schedule governs party mergers. Here are the 10 AAP MPs. The defection penalty is bypassed if 2/3, roughly 6.6 members, leave simultaneously. Crossing this line legally reclassified the exodus as a merger, providing a constitutional shield against disqualification. A constitutional safeguard, originally written to protect party stability and prevent individual bribery, was mathematically weaponized to legitimize a mass exodus. The maneuver effectively gutted the party's presence in the Rajya Sabha. Their legislative power was reduced from 10 seats down to just 3. This chart illustrates the resulting balance of power. The ruling National Democratic Alliance absorbed those seats, and their tally surged to 113, putting them within striking distance of a working majority in the chamber. The party now exists in a bizarre paradox. Their top leaders hold a legal document discharging them of corruption, yet their political base in parliament is decimated, and they are openly boycotting the judges tasked with finalizing their freedom. The Delhi excise policy saga demonstrates that winning an exoneration in a lower court does not guarantee political survival. Today, holding on to power requires fighting overlapping battles all at once, against aggressive investigative agencies, skeptical high courts, and the cold, unyielding math of constitutional loopholes.